Well, hello everyone. This is an unscheduled not even wine guild, just guild episode, unscheduled because I have no content. And Thindo made me go live today. So it's just me. Let's see. Here we go. No stories. No stories tonight. And because the next holiday is New Year's, I entitled it Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, not New Year's. Happy New Year. And let's see. Oh, there's a couple of people here. Osada. I see Osada is in here. Maureen is here. Good to see you guys. Nice. Like I said, I don't have any content tonight. So, hello, Surviving. How are you? Good to see you. Lenny's not even in the picture. Lenny. Here's Lenny. Lenny and Victor. That's better. We can't have a show without Lenny, even though we don't have any ghost content tonight. It's not a Friday night ghost episode because we don't have any ghost stories to tell tonight. But hey, Gerard, good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope your family had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a happy Hanukkah. Well, both are going on technically, right? Still, because there's 12 days of Christmas and 8 days of Hanukkah. So it's still Christmas and it's still Hanukkah. So I think it's perfectly fine to say Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah to folks at this point. And I don't know where Thindo is. Thindo made me go live and he's not around. And as Sticks predicted, he would be sleeping. So people were constantly asking me to go live. Now they can't go on the panel. Anyway, so I'm just trying to think about New Year's. I mean, I am not one that really likes to celebrate New Year's, no matter what you say it. I technically do not like celebrating it. I haven't really liked celebrating it since I was a kid. I mean, when I was a kid, it was great, I guess, because I used to spend it with my grandparents, and we used to, they used to make a big deal out of it. And when you're a kid, you get to stay up late, and that's big, right? You get to stay up till midnight. Whoa, that's great. But and then we'd make a lot of noise and stuff. But once you grew out of that, and my grandparents passed, I just do not celebrate New Year's Eve. I don't go out. We stay home. We're usually sleeping by the time the ball drops and all that stuff. So it's not something that I'm really into. I do like the concept of New Year, of starting new, but every day you can start new. At least that's how I see it, right? Every year you could start new. Hello, Carmela. Hello, Vincent. Hello, Dave T. Good to see you. And I think that's everybody. I didn't see anybody else. Sada was here. Maureen was here. And Vincent, good to see you. Vincent's always here. Good to see you, Vincent. No ghost story tonight. I really don't have one. I don't have any. I didn't do any research and didn't prepare anything. Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Good to see you. But thank you guys for dropping in and saying hello. I had homemade pizza for dinner this evening. And I've been eating leftovers from Christmas and Christmas Eve ever since. So ever since, it's only been a couple of days, but that's what I've been eating every day. So tonight was something different. We had homemade pizza. Hey, Todd Father. Oh, thank you for that. No, unnecessary. I shouldn't do that. Unnecessary Um, let's see. So I don't know if anyone else has any other New Year's things to celebrate, New Year's stories, New Year's traditions. Um, like I said, I never really had any other than, to spend the night with my grandparents, and we would stay up late and make a lot of noise. And then we'd drink some, I'd get a sip of champagne, and I thought that was the greatest thing around. But as an adult, nah, it's not my thing. Everybody goes out and acts foolish. It's one of those amateur nights, New Year's Eve, St. Patrick's Day. They call them amateur nights because everybody thinks they can drink and they go out and make fools out of themselves. And bad things happen, like drunk driving and accidents and fights and other things. So it's not something that I ever had an interest in. Arrests, yes, lots of arrests. I think the towns may get into the black. They should call it Black Eve or whatever they call it, like Black Friday, because they all the tickets they write and summonses and arrests probably get them in the black with all of the fines they're going to collect. But because of that, I never really venture out. And I've been invited to different events and stuff, but I just don't go. I always turn them down because not my thing. So, hey, Stiggs, good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Patrick Ortega, good to see you. Yeah, Carmela, you staying too. I think a lot of people do that, especially as you get older, right? It's more of a young person type of thing to do, to be a part of it more so than, really enjoying it. Yep, Stig says it's the New Year's is a great night to lay low. Yeah, absolutely. And we all grew up with Dick Clark and all that stuff, watching that on the television. And I don't know, does that even exist anymore? I don't even know, because I stopped watching that stuff years ago. But I'm sure they still have it. What do they have? That other guy, Seacrest, doesn't Seacrest do it or something like that? One of those guys does it. Arlene says it's the biggest ripoff at the restaurants. Yeah. And don't they feed you in shifts? You can only get reservations at certain times. So they move you in and move you out type of thing. Kind of like Valentine's Day. So it's not something that I like to do. Wait, my mic is not working. I feel like TheGuild-ALV here. What is going on here? This is not good. Why is my mic not working? There we go. That's better. Now my mic is working. There you go. Hello, Joe Town Jack. Good to see you. Do you have a battlefield park in New Jersey? Well, we have Monmouth Battlefield, and I think that's the main one. I think I don't know of any of the big ones in New Jersey. There was a minor battle, I think, in Camden. Well, there's also the crossing of the Delaware, that Trenton, but there isn't I don't think there's a park there for that. Osada, why don't skeletons ever hire lawyers? They don't have the guts to take it to court. Oh, that's an Adam joke, it sounds like to me. And you've been sneaking into Adam's journals over there or something. Hey, Bobo, good to see you. You're in bed having hot chocolate, watching the Honeymooners Marathon. Now, yeah, that's right. The Honeymooners Marathon on New Year's Day. That's good, right? That's definitely something to look forward to, right? Forgot about that. There's also the Odd Couple Marathon, too, I believe, which is another great show. For marathons, comedy marathons. And then I think there's a Twilight Zone marathon, which TheGuild-ALV
would be big into. I don't know where the hell he is. There's another one. He makes me go live and he's not here. He told me just press live. Yeah, just press live. And I sent them the link and no one is here. Well, you guys are here, thankfully, but I mean, no one is here to go on the panel like they claimed they were going to. Anyway, that makes it better. Now I can see better. Was I even remotely surprised? No, Arlene, New Year's resolution. Nah, not really. Not my thing. Not my thing. Although I do try I don't have like formal resolutions, but I do try to do, look at things like this is a new year. I'm going to do things right this year, so to speak. I'm going to try to not do things that are detrimental to me, like whatever they might be, like bad habits. I try to curtail bad habits, and I just use the new year as a opportunity to do that. And it probably lasts as long as a resolution does. And what do they say? They say most resolutions last only until the Friday after New Year's, and then the people quit them already. So much for that. Hello, Wyatt Herb. Good to see you. So it's not. And Arlene's resolution is to not have a New Year's resolution. Hey, Big Bones. Good to see you. Yes, Theendu is. I'm assuming he's sleeping. I don't know where he is, but he's the guy that told me to go live. Whatever. Because I didn't have a story. I said I was going to take the week. I was going to take the week off because I did not have a story planned. So, he said, "Well, we'll go live and we'll just hang out." And so, anyway. So I don't know. Does anyone have resolutions? I don't know. Does anybody in the chat ever do that stuff? I don't. And are you successful at it is the bigger question, right? Have you ever been successful at a resolution? That is the. Yeah, no, Suzanne, that's for Stiggs's party. That's Stiggs's channel. We don't do that stuff here. I've seen people do polling on this while they're doing a live. I've seen them put up a poll, which I would do right now if I knew how to do it, but I do not see that as an option here. Maybe that's because I don't have the pay version. Maybe it's part of the pay version. I don't know. Hey, Deborah Roberts, good to see you. Surviving says she'll be taking personal inventory. What can we leave behind in 2024? That's interesting. That's a good use of effort, of mental and emotional effort, right? And Osada says, I will have more subscribers than Tommy by 2026. Well, we're all rooting for you, Osada. Hopefully, you will achieve that goal. Banging pots and pans. Yes, that's what we used to do. That's what I used to do with my grandparents. Definitely. They would get out the pots and pans. They'd open the side door and we'd go and we'd bang pots and pans. With a wooden spoon. That would be our noisemaker, right? That's what we would do. Hello, little Englander. How you doing? No, there's no story tonight. Sorry, I didn't have one planned, and a couple of people asked me to go live just to shoot the crap. It wasn't so. Sorry to disappoint, but if I have a story, it'll be pre-planned, and I will have a thumbnail up ahead of time. I did not have one up because I didn't have a story. Nick M, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I do want to do some story. I want to do just as a preview. I would like to do New Year's Eve ghost stories if I can find a couple of good ones out there. That would be my next move. Maybe I'll do an off day show for that because New Year's Eve is what, on Tuesday? Something like that? Yeah, Tuesday. So maybe I'll do a show on Monday night and we'll talk about New Year's Eve ghost stories if I could find some good ones. Oh, so the Irish banged pots and pans during. Here, let me put that up. I don't know what that is. Can you explain what that is? What is Eurobles? Eurobles. Or is that a typo? Is that during troubles? I don't. Maybe that's what you meant. Troubles. We used our Gregors from Purim is a Jewish holiday, right? Purim is a Jewish holiday to make obnoxious noise until my dad yelled it up. Well, it's funny because my grandfather used to be one of the main people making the noises with the pots and pans. So we didn't have to worry about getting yelled at because he was kind of the leader. So we would join in. Yeah, troubles. Okay, I figured that. Little Englander. Yeah. I didn't know that there's an Irish custom. That's interesting. What was I going to say? So our weather's changing here. We're going to get some rain and warmer weather. I mean, we've been ice and snow, but for the next few days, it looks like we're going to get rain and there's going to be a meltdown of what we have in terms of snow. So that's a little bit of a change for us. They sort of fireworks. Yeah, I know. It's funny because I get these mailers to buy fireworks for the 4th of July, and I don't do that, but I get, so I guess that's a thing a lot of people do with the fireworks. I've also, around where I live, I hear people shooting off guns, which is kind of concerning. Where are those bullets landing? Where are those slugs going? But yeah, I hear the rifles going off and shotguns going off at midnight. I definitely do. It was a warning that the British soldiers were coming. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. No, Wyatt, I haven't yet. It's on my list. That's definitely on my list. Yes, Deborah, I agree. Great people. Great people in the chat just hanging out. Edwin, good to see you, my friend. On somebody's head. Yeah, Arlene. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I did, I started to do a little bit of research on the New Year's ghost stories, New Year's Eve ghost stories. And there's a couple out there. So I'll definitely delve into that a little bit more. There is, by the way, I was just watched a movie which I thought was kind of interesting. It has nothing to do with New Year's Eve, but I thought it was kind of interesting. It's called Nefarious, and it's really the whole movie is just a dialogue between a condemned man who's going to be executed and the psychologist or psychiatrist that's there to certify that he is competent to be executed prior to the execution. And it's all about how the criminal is actually a demon. He's possessed by a demon. And it's all the dialogue between the demon and the psychiatrist, you know. And it's interesting because the psychiatrist is an atheist, and the guy that's possessed by the demon tells him at the beginning of the conversation that you're going to murder 3 people by the time you leave this prison. And that really sets him off. That really sets the psychologist or psychiatrist off. And it's really interesting. It kept my interest. It's not that long of a movie, but I think it's worth watching if you can find it. I found it for free on, I don't know, Peacock or one of those things, one of those free channels that you get. It was on there, and I watched it this evening, and I thought it was pretty good. It got good ratings, so I thought it was good too. That sinkhole is a mine? What does that mean? That sinkhole is a mine. The sinkhole on 80 was a mine? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I haven't been following the sinkhole thing. I don't know. I know that there was one on 80. I know I saw that, and I saw an article on that, but I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, welcome back, Suzanne. I didn't know you left. I missed that if you said you were leaving. A coal mine. Arlene says a coal mine. Coal, C-O-A-L, mine. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I would think a lot of sinkholes are as a result of a mine. I mean, that's true. Okay. Yeah, that's. I'm glad no one was injured, though. We know what that. That could be so dangerous. I was happy to see that no one was injured in that, because you hear about those things killing people. A massive sinkhole opens up and people end up dying. So that was good. I mean, it's not good from the traffic perspective because Route 80 is a disaster to begin with. And now that there's a giant sinkhole at one part of it is not going to be helpful. And since it's New Jersey, who knows how long it will take to fix it. There was a time, I don't know when that was, maybe 15 years ago, where there was a massive truck fire. It was a tractor trailer oil spill fire, and it just burnt the road and it was on 80, and it was shut down for 6 months. You could not go on 80 one direction for 6 months. I remember that because it affected me at that time. I was driving on 80 every day, and I had to find another route because it was destroyed, utterly destroyed. Yeah, I mean, I wonder how old that is too. That mine, right? It's probably from like the 1800s. You know, if it was a mine, a coal mine, right, or whatever type of mine it might be, coal or precious metals, who knows? But it had to be from the 1800s because there's no mining activity there presently or in recent memory. Yeah, I mean 40 by 40 or whatever the hell it is. That's a lot. 40 by 40. That's a big space. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I anticipate that that's going to be months. It'll be months. I mean, I don't know. Is the whole road shut down, Stiggs? I don't even know. I haven't gone that way. Is it still shut down? Let me see if I could find out if there's any information on it here. Because I can't see how it could be open if that's in the middle of the road. Yeah, it says it's collapsed of an abandoned mine shaft. It's in Wharton, right? Sizable repairs left drivers facing delays of over an hour, according to officials. Large depression on the shoulder. It's on the shoulder of the roadway, which reaches 40 feet deep and 40 feet wide. Has shuttered the eastbound lanes, forcing motorists to detour onto exit 34 or take alternate routes. With a reopening of the road still unknown. Okay, so I guess it's still closed. This was as of 7 hours ago. It's too soon to estimate due to the extensive repairs. New Jersey Department of Transportation, with freezing rain expected to blanket the area Friday evening into Saturday morning, the weather may also play a factor. DOT crews have been working around the clock to complete the repair, officials said, with the area stabilizing and excavation work that began Thursday evening. It's scary though. That's really, really scary because you never know what can happen like that. Yeah, I don't know, Arlene. I don't know how easy it is to fix. I don't know. Iron mining. Yeah, I know exactly where it is now, where Wharton is. So, and it says eastbound. I was told it was westbound, so I got wrong information because the article says eastbound. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the sinkhole that appeared out of nowhere, right, Lenny? And that's about it, I guess. Well, anyway, I don't have much to talk about, or I don't have anything to talk about, actually. So, and I'm not Stiggs. I don't sit here and just babble away and roll with the flow, so to speak. So I will see you guys next time. I'm going to shut her down. It's been a half an hour. So that was at least, I did go live. And like I said, I'm going to look into doing a New Year's Eve ghost story. It won't be on New Year's Eve, but I'm thinking maybe Monday night. So look for the thumbnail. I'll put up a thumbnail, definitely. And if I can have some good content, I gotta good stories. I can't just throw random stuff up here, right? You gotta have something interesting. So I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping in at the spare of the moment on an unplanned event. I do appreciate it. And have a great rest of the weekend. As always, appreciate you. And thanks for watching me. And Lenny. And Victor. Victor's hat is kind of lame, though. It's like, it's too big for him. It's just too big. But what are you going to do? Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.